Yes, people. And well, are we live? Yes, we are live. For some reason, I thought I wasn't live. Bless up to everybody. Hope everyone is doing well. We are back live on the channel. I apologize. I was meant to go live an hour ago. Shock horror. I had an absolute stinker, and basically, I fell asleep. Yeah, I fell asleep. After I had to go out and do something. Came back. I was just laying on the bed. Pause. Was that a pause? I don't even know. And then next minute, I'm in a deep sleep for about 3 hours. So, yeah, I do apologize. Bless up to everybody that is in the building. Today's video, we're going to talk about live stream. We are going to be talking about, will this be Mohamed Salah's farewell? Will this be the last game he plays for Liverpool Football Club? We are going to be talking about it. And yeah, we're also going to react to it. Also, a lot of TalkSport clips because they've been spouting an absolute load of nonsense. An absolute load of nonsense. And also added into the fact, we're also going to go through, will this be Mohamed Salah's last game? So I think, you know what, we're going to start off with a couple of clips. We're going to react to the Simon Jordan's take. It's over. Danny Murphy and Simon Jordan insist Mo Salah's done at Liverpool unless he apologised. I'm really intrigued to listen to their opinion on this one. So yeah, we are going to react to a couple of clips. I know what just people have been saying. Will this be his last farewell game? Will he get a send off? If this is going to be the game. But yeah, bless up to everybody, man. Hope everyone is doing well. So let's get this on.
Because this isn't going away. It won't go away. Liverpool coming back to this country after winning in Milan last night by a single goal to nil. But what next for Mo Salah? Now, of course, the Champions League occasion last night and the great and the good at the game, it gave us all more of an indication as to where this might go, because there was a whole bunch of opinion on what Salah has done and what might happen next. So making the next move, who is the emphasis on more, Slot or Salah? There was an interesting back and forth on Amazon Prime post-match between the great Clarence Seedorf and Arne Slot over what happens next with Salah.
You say everyone makes mistakes in life, so the first thing should be, does the player think he's made a mistake as well?
But how are you going to know that if you don't talk with him? So you're going to talk with him to understand that?
I haven't said that I'm not going to talk to him. I just said that the focus should
I
be
know.
and then the next question is, should the initiative come from me or from him? Now, that's another question to answer. But as I said, the focus for tonight should be about, for example, Virgil, because the fans are singing for him. But not only Virgil, I think Ibu Konate, he's had maybe a few difficult moments recently, but he played an outstanding game today as well against two very good strikers.
So we can understand it. Liverpool had just won in the San Siro, and he wanted to make it about the players who played for Liverpool last night. We get that. But in the Salah situation, Danny and Simon alongside me, should the initiative come regarding the next move from Slot or Salah?
I don't think it really matters.
I actually agree.
The manager can offer him a sit down, no problem with that, and then the player could go to him. The bigger question is, what's Salah's stance going to be? I would imagine the agent and the sporting director will have spoken already. If they do sit down again, there's only one scenario that Slot can have that allows him back in, which is an apology and a public one where he says sorry. But
Trude on that
he's
stream
not
last
do that,
night,
is he?
mate.
Because he
That
knows what he
stream.
was saying. It wasn't off the cuff. It was planned.
No, he meant what he said.
And it was planned.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's going to get an apology, which means he's done. You can't bring him back in the fold. He's done, and from a business point of view, while he's still got value and the Saudis might pay something for him, it's time to move on. It's sad because he should get a proper send-off. But football doesn't always end with...
If Mo Salah doesn't get a send-off, I'm going to be fuming if I'm honest. Like, and I know people say, it's only a send-off. Why are you mad? No, man, this is a legend of this football club. If Mohamed Salah does not get a send-off, I actually think it'd be a bit of a disgrace. So I was taking the distraction right off our atrocious form. I don't think he has, to be fair, Ant, because I've still been saying I want Slot sacked. I've still been saying I want to see Liverpool win games. Is jealous individual. Yeah, Danny Murphy is a bit of a prat still. I think we all very much know that. That stream last night, man, taught, bruv. Yeah, I don't think I could ever do it again. If I'm being honest, but let's see what else he's got to say.
Romantic fairy tale endings. He's made his bed. He's got a lie on it. I mean, Alisson was good. What he said, I think last night, he spoke really well in his conference. But I agree with him. He knows.
I'll be honest. I think Alisson's the only one that's actually somewhat been decent in the regards to Mohamed Salah when actually speaking about him. I actually think he's been the only one who's actually been very good when it comes to the situation of Mohamed Salah.
That's what he was doing. He has to take the consequence.
Going economic value. What am I going to maintain in this? I'm not going to get involved in all the sentimentality and the nostalgia of it. He's done his bit. He said his piece. And this is not really reconcilable because unless he's going to turn around and explain to me that everything he said was a pack of lies and he's going to explain that to the media, which he's not going to do because he said what he said and he meant what he said, for whatever reason, however flawed we might think it is. And I don't think Mo Salah actually meant some of the interpretations that we took. He leaves it open to interpretation. I don't think he meant that he never has to play another good game again because he will be picked every single week. I don't think he really meant that. It suits us for us to say it because he left it hanging in the ether. And that's his own fault for that interpretation. But I'm sitting there going, right, how do I get 75 million quid out of this?
I mean, if he's trying to orchestrate his own exit, Danny, why did he sign a new long-term deal recently?
Oh, I know.
Probably with good intent.
I know.
Not thinking this situation was ever going to happen. He's player of the year last year. He's won the title. He scored a bag full of goals. Probably played the season of his life, and never thought for 1 second that Liverpool were going to struggle and he was going to be on the bench.
But also, a whole raft of things have changed. And I really don't want to be mean-spirited, but we can't attribute... I don't believe that it's right to attribute this to the passing of Diego Jota. That in some respect, exonerates Mo Salah from his own behaviour. But we've got other people coming in the building that are now the so-called future of Liverpool, that are big-name players that are, to some extent, eclipsing Mo Salah. So the whole landscape has changed for Mo Salah. Something has also gone on in my mind. I don't think it's just 3 games. I think there's clearly something else that's happened between him and someone else, whether it's Slot, that started this deterioration. Because a week ago, Slot was in the press praising and waxing lyrical about how professional and what a consummate professional Mo Salah has been in his response. And that may well just be a stock answer because he felt that he needed to bat the media away. But I'm willing to wager you something else has transpired that's created the opportunity.
No, I don't think
you don't think so? You just think it's 3 games?
I just think it's ego. I just think he can't believe he's been left out 3 games. He took the first one on the chin and thought, I'll take it. I'll take 1 game. I'll be back next one.
But if that's the case, Danny, his reaction to that was so extreme at the weekend.
Yeah, but I think...
people just seem to not have listened to the interview because, he has literally stated it's not even just about playing for 3 games. It's right. Okay, he did play against West Ham. He came on at half-time for Sunderland and no minutes against Leeds. I don't think it's simply just about getting no game time. And I don't know how people think it's just seemed to just seem to be the case, if I'm honest.
Extreme.
I think it's a classic case, and I've seen it before, of a big player just thinking, I'm not having it. So I'm going to say my piece.
I'm undroppable.
Yeah, and I'm going to drop the bomb, and then we'll see what happens. And if it means me going, then I'll go.
Guys, as we head to half-10, a lot of Liverpool fans getting in touch. I'm going to jump in and take a quick call. Stephen, good morning. What do you want to say?
Yeah, good morning, Jim. Good morning, Simon. Good morning,
Morning.
Danny. Yeah, I was determined not to come on today because I can't find my glasses. I tried to make a few notes, so bear with me. But what I will say is that I couldn't believe Seedorf and Sturridge, how they were pushing Arne Slot last night to basically, in my opinion, to say, come on, let him be a way back to Mo Salah.
Yeah.
I don't know whether Mo's been in touch with them and said, look, I'm panicking here. My own personal opinion is I watched this chief conference when the bombshell was dropped, and Mo Salah was calm as a cucumber. That was calculated. He knew exactly what he was doing. Now, for me, I think, my own opinion, Arne Slot has got the power back now. It was a brilliant, brilliant performance. He got the power back in the new system, and we got a 1-0 win. Now, my own opinion is that something has happened, like Simon says, and he has got a big ego, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you've got someone who's got too big an ego, i.e. in your team, in your office, and they come in, you'd said going into work, and Arne Slot is in charge of our team, who we love. And from what I observed there last night, not being a psycho, I thought, hang on a minute, Mo. So the only way back for me, for Mo Salah, is to come out public and say, I'm so sorry. I disrespected the club, I disrespected the manager, and I disrespected the fans. Otherwise, Mo, there's no way. Personally, I think he's gonna. I think.
So, Stephen, you're saying only in a...
I kind of agree with what he's saying, but at the same breath, if this is Mo Salah's last game and he doesn't apologise, he should still get 5 minutes to come on and give a farewell, if I'm honest. And I think it'd be quite injustice if he doesn't. Because if he doesn't, I just can't see. Surely he does, man. Surely. If this is the game, surely there is a world where he comes on at least for 5 minutes to say goodbye. Surely. Man, it'll be a... Oh, man. I'll catch up with the chat in just a minute.
And start doing your job, what you're very well paid for, by the way. Stop stalking. You've seen a kicker on him in all the press conference leading up to that. He's got a face on him like thunder. And it's obvious his body language, he's unhappy. And Arne Slot cannot do his job. No one can do their job properly if you've got someone in the dressing room or in your team, whether you're working in the market or...
Stephen, just before you leave me, just before you leave us, you sound like a really solid, passionate fan, mate.
I am.
Would you buy an apology from Salah?
Buy him one? No. Buy one? Would I? Buy him one. It's up to him. He's got
would you buy it if he did it?
No, he means would you?
Yeah, I'm going to buy an apology, aren't I? No, it depends. It depends on how Salah comes across. And I'm going to say this now, chat. If this is Mohamed Salah's last game, bun the apology. I'm sick to death of these conversations. That's why I want to listen to clips. I've already given my opinion on 2.4 billion streams, yeah? And on my channel quite a few times. But if Mohamed Salah doesn't get a farewell, it will be a travesty and a disgrace, if I'm being truly honest with you. I saw people last night saying, no, don't give him one. Don't give him one. Shut up, man. Like...
You believe it?
Would you believe it?
Would I believe it? Well, it depends on what he says in the apology. If he just says, sorry, guys, like, it all depends on how he comes across and saying sorry, to be honest. I think that's the main thing here. And who he's in direct and saying sorry to. If that the whole interview was aimed at the manager, fuck the apology. If the interview was aimed at the club for negotiating behind his back, fuck the apology. If it was aimed at everybody at Liverpool Football Club, then say sorry.
Listen, I don't know what Arne Slot feels. Me personally, I don't know, Jim. It's a difficult question for me to answer. Only Arne Slot can answer that question because he's got to work with him every day and the players as well. And like Simon Quaddy pointed out, Van Dijk was smart to say, we've had the success together. Come on, Mo, who do you think you are? Like Danny said, no one's bigger than the club. Arne Slot, in my opinion, I think Salah's a gunner because he's got that power back now. And it is about the power, about control. And he doesn't want anyone coming in and undermining him on a daily basis, whether it's on a training ground or in the dressing room.
Stephen, what a very good call. Thank you so much for joining us.
It's also, Jim, it's not just about power for Slot. It's about what's best for the team and the club. And how do you get results? What's the best formula for results? It's everybody on board. And as soon as one player, if he allows him back in without an apology, for an example,
Yeah.
he's
They'll all
just
get at it.
Yeah.
They'll all get at it.
he loses completely.
You know the club. It's your club. Has he played his last game for the club?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. There was a win for Tottenham last night. There was defeat for Chelsea.
No one cares about Tottenham, mate. No one cares about Tottenham. But I do want to have a look at what has actually been said. Filters channel. You know, TalkSport, they've proper gone down the content route, and they've made a Liverpool TalkSport channel. Jesus Christ. Slammed. Oh, we'll have to watch that. Flipping Jesus. Which one should we react to next? Simon Jordan is back at Liverpool's Mo Salah for Harry Kane. Oh, who cares about the Harry Kane thing? Who cares about the Harry Kane thing?
We're dwelling for the moment on the Mo Salah situation at Liverpool. Liverpool, of course, in action tonight in the Champions League, away in the San Siro against Inter Milan. It's a match you can hear live commentary of on TalkSport. No Salah. He hasn't travelled. He's not going to be featuring. He's back here, one would think, in Liverpool, and we'll watch on and listen on like everybody else. Before we take some Liverpool calls, and there are many, so we'll select a few of you. And thanks for taking time out to call.
And then one day, should I call in?
2223344. Let's get the latest, as we understand it, on the Salah situation. My colleague here, TalkSport chief football correspondent, a man freshly back from the snows of Washington, D.C., Alex Crook joins us live. Alex, good morning. Where are we at with it? What are you hearing from inside the club at the moment? And how reliant is Salah and his representative and everybody else that Saudi clubs are going to come in for him?
Yeah, good morning. Not so much Mo Salah, but no Salah as far as Liverpool are concerned with this trip to Inter Milan, which was a tricky game on paper anyway. And I've got to say the absence of Salah does make it more difficult because Cody Gakpo is not fit to travel, nor is Chiesa, who's had a pretty big impact off the bench over the course of the season. So they're not exactly blessed in the forward areas. But in terms of Salah, it's been a quite extraordinary 72 hours since the outburst outside Elland Road. My understanding was always that Salah would be omitted from the travelling party for Milan. It wouldn't surprise me if he doesn't feature against Brighton in the Premier League at the weekend either. That was due to be his last game before reporting for African Cup of Nations duty. I would expect potentially that he might be released early to go and link up with the Egyptian team to avoid what would be an awkward scenario for Arne Slot heading into the weekend. In terms of his future, I think you're right, Jim. The Saudi Pro League looks the most likely destination. It's hard to see any other top clubs around Europe being able to match the pay packet on offer in the Middle East. Al Hilal are the most keen, I'm told, in taking Salah. I was expecting that to really ramp up in the summer, but it could come as early as January now. My colleague Ben Jacobs was reporting yesterday there's also interest from the MLS in the form of San Diego and Chicago Fire, but no formal contact from them to Liverpool at this moment. And we've seen that lonely selfie, as the news bulletin alluded to there, of Salah in the gym at Melwood. I don't think it's a coincidence that he's managed to get the "You'll never walk alone" Liverpool slogan in the background. And again, he's taken to social media pointedly. He wants out. I don't think there's any question about that. And I think the Saudi Pro League is his most likely escape route.
I mean, Simon sitting alongside me as always, Alex, he's looking for a solution. Liverpool wants some kind of a solution. But if no solution presents itself in the person of a Saudi club, come the end of January...
But it will. It's about what the deal looks like and how it gets structured. I mean, people can be offended and upset and aggrieved by the fact that he's come out and said the things he said, or they could actually look at it and go, well, he's done us a favour because it's an economic value in this transaction, unlike Trent Alexander-Arnold, who told everybody who actually loved the club and engineered a free transfer. So you've got somebody that's now leaving Liverpool, that there's some economic value in. He's on the cusp of going from being a great player to being a great player that can't operate at the highest level for much longer. So Liverpool need to be sensible about what they're doing. And the sensible situation now is the players done them a bit of a favour. I don't like it. I think it's a way to operate, but it's the way that the world now works, and high-profile footballers can do this. The Saudis can easily, without breaking sweat, meet his salary requirements. So they can also meet potential transfer requirements from Liverpool. So if Liverpool want to see some economic value out of this player, And once upon a time, we were talking about the Saudis bending over backwards to perhaps spend 150 million quid on him. Those days may well have gone now. But if there's still 50, 60, 70 million quid on the table, which is not a difficult reach for the Saudi Pro League in any shape or form, we know all the material benefits of it. We know that he's a high-profile Muslim footballer that will steer into a narrative that the Saudi Pro League would like to play on. We know that he's still considered to be one of the best footballers in the world. So all of those things play into an outcome. There will be an outcome. There has to be an outcome because both sides recognize that there needs to be an outcome. It's about how you arrive at that particular point and which pill someone's going to be taking.
It's going to be interesting, Alex, to hear how much he talks while he's away on AFCON duty with Egypt, because I'm just back from Morocco and it was the talk of the place there. So they're all talking about Salah and they're all wondering, is he going to stay at Liverpool? Because in Morocco, like so many other countries, Liverpool are loved,
Yeah. Yeah, it's a massive story, not just in this country, but as you say, around the world with the AFCON on the horizon. I don't think he's going to go quietly, Mo Salah. I do agree with Jamie Carragher that we only hear from him when he wants a new contract or he's trying to make a point to the football club. But obviously, he speaks his mind. You can't argue with that. I do think it was disrespectful what he said, not just to Arne Slot, but to his teammates, to the supporters, and certainly to his paymasters at Liverpool. I know they were taken aback by just how outspoken he was. But he wants this move, as I say. And I think what's really interesting is there's been a lot of speculation about...
Where has he come out and said he wants the move? Where has he come out and said he wants Saudi Arabia to move? He said on many occasions he wants to stay at the club. Why are you waffling?
On a slot, Liverpool have had a really poor start to the season. Nobody can get away from that. My understanding is the board are firmly behind the manager. And if anything, I think Salah might have done Arne Slot a favour here, because I would expect Liverpool now, the hierarchy there, to double down in their support of Arne Slot. So if Mo Salah thought he was going to help engineer an exit for the manager, I think he'll be mistaken.
Okay, Alex, for the time being, thank you very much indeed. I mean, are Liverpool fans comfortable that it's being said with a degree of certainty that we might have seen the last of Mo Salah in a Liverpool shirt? Where do Liverpool fans stand on that? Ian, good morning. Big Liverpool fan. What's your take on it?
Hi. Personally, I think he's got a wee bit of a right. I think I don't know if saying right's the right word, maybe, but I can understand where he's coming from. I genuinely didn't agree with it myself. I think he probably should have done it behind closed doors. Went to Slot and maybe spoke about some stuff and got things out. I think a massive part of it is today with the loss of Jota. I think the whole team, personally, the original players, know the new ones coming into the club, but I think they're all kind of struggling. I think for it, and I think it's a massive part of what's going on with him, with no performing, no being like the player he has been for us over the years. I think he deserves a wee bit of time. I think again the club's done massive stuff for him as well. Done a lot. He's done a lot for the club. He's probably, I think, one of the players that you didn't really get very often now that showed loyalty to clubs now. Yeah. There's not many people play for your club badge anymore, Ken. They're quite happy to go out the door. Similar to what Trent maybe done, I suppose, to agree. Yeah. And I think it doesn't help as well where Slots came in and almost kind of took the team to bits, I think. Ken, I didn't think players that he's got rid of shouldn't have went. And I think that he's no bought the players for the positions we needed. Ken, no bringing in centre halves, getting rid of Konza.
Okay. That's not a Scouse accent, is it, Ian?
No, it's Scottish, mate. Scottish.
Where are you?
I'm currently in Edinburgh.
Okay, mate. Ian, thanks for the time and thanks for the call. Thanks very much. Hassan, big Liverpool fan. Are you comfortable, Hassan, that you might have seen the last of Salah in a Liverpool shirt? Good morning.
Craft experiment.
No one cares. Bloody hell. Oh, for God's sake, no one cares. Fuck the Telegraph, bro.
As a long-term listener, so I think we have seen the last of him in a Liverpool shirt. I was actually at a PSV game a couple of weeks ago, and his body language was off, and everyone noticed it. People were talking about it. I think he's engineered the situation. Sorry about the background. That's my 2-year-old.
No problem.
I think that he's engineered the situation for whatever reason. A lot's been said about Diego Jota's tragic passing, but I think if Mohamed Salah was really that affected by it, and the club has been affected by it, then you don't really need to make that situation worse by doing this. It really doesn't help the morale. I think he wants to go. I think his agents probably had a word in his ear. I think this has been a long time coming, and we're just seeing kind of the culmination of it. That's just my take on it. We know that football at that level is not really a place for sentiment. The only people that are sentimental are probably the fans. So a parting of the ways, I think, at this stage is inevitable. And to be honest, I thought that when he signed the contract, that it was just, kind of a stay of execution.
Okay. Oh, Hassan, thank you very much for that degree of pragmatism.
I think he's right. I think the tragedy of football is the first caller's perspective is that the player has an entitlement to voice the sentiments that he's voiced. He didn't do Liverpool favour. He was rewarded and applauded and remunerated and given huge contracts over the year for his achievements. So when the player comes out and says the things that he says, I don't think that anyone should be suggesting that that's validated. And that's a tragedy of football, that we allow people to get away with things and create this culture around the fact that they are in any other workplace, in any other walk of life. If somebody spoke about the environment he was in the way that this player has spoken about it, there'd be consequence. Fans come on and say, well, I think he's fair on that basis, and I think it's right, and I think he has every reason to be thinking the way he has been. No, he doesn't. If the only thing you can take in life is plaudits, if the only thing you can take in life is rewards, then what kind of person are you really?
Yeah.
And the fact that, he made some observation about Harry Kane and saying that,
Oh,
I'm being
here we
singled out,
go.
I'm being picked out.
Yeah,
If Harry Kane had not scored in 10 games,
Sure.
the media were cheering.
not a
That's
fact?
not true. And when Harry Kane was stinking the place
That's not true. What was you listening to?
out last year in the European Championships, the media were all over getting him out of the team.
He was getting castigated. I remember it.
Okay, mate. However, he did speak. I think, where's the interview? Where was the clip? Where is it? Where did I see it, man? Oh, my days. It was literally from a few hours ago. Maybe if it was... Where did I see this? There was a specific video. Ben Jacobs reveals all on Mo Salah and Jordan Henderson's secret meeting and Liverpool trade's latest. Oh, for God's sakes. No one cares about your bloody ads. Right. Skip. Full screen.
In terms of Mo Salah with his fiery comments last week, and he was left out of the game against Inter Milan and the squad for that. Liverpool boss Arne Slot's been speaking to the media this morning ahead of their game with Brighton tomorrow, and of course he was asked about Mo Salah.
I will have a conversation with Mo this morning, and the outcome of that conversation determines how it will look tomorrow. What I need is a conversation with him. The next time I talk about Mo should be with him. And I have no reasons not wanting him to stay, if that is a little bit of an answer.
There you go.
There we go. Let's bring in Ben Jacobs on this TalkSport Saudi correspondent. Ben, just firstly, talk to us about this meeting between Salah and Henderson in a West London restaurant and what was potentially discussed.
Yeah, it was a leaked photo in a tabloid newspaper. And in terms of what's discussed, we don't actually have that many details. Obviously, it's not a photo that I've personally verified, but we have no...
Funny enough, lads, players can actually meet outside of work times. I don't know why there was a massive thing about Henderson meeting up with Salah. I'm sorry. They're ex-teammates. They're ex-friends. They spent a lot of years together. They're friends. I don't know how it was such a madness, to be honest with you. It's like, for example, if... Actually, that's not really a good example, to be fair. But players are allowed to meet each other. I don't get, why it's made such a big thing.
Reason to believe that it is not genuine. And the reason why it's making headlines is, of course, because Jordan Henderson went to Saudi Arabia playing for Steven Gerrard's Al Ittifaq and came back after a very short period of time. So it'll be really intriguing to understand if Salah does end up leaning towards moving to Saudi Arabia, whether Henderson has given him any positive insight or perhaps some negativity around the league and its growth. I think, though, it's very different because Jordan Henderson moved to Al Ittifaq. It was summer 2023. The project was only just getting going. Ittifaq, not one of the biggest sides. It was basically just the Gerrard connection. He didn't have a gym or any professional facilities that he was used to. It was evening games. It was different language in the dressing room. Whereas if Salah chooses to move to Saudi Arabia, he'll likely be moving to a bigger club with more infrastructure, earning more money. He speaks the language. He understands the culture as well. So personally, I'm not so sure that the meeting will mean a great deal. We know Salah's open potentially to Saudi Arabia. It's all whether that's going to be January and this is the end, or if it's a game to get more game time and minutes at Liverpool. And the Saudi story, as far as Salah is concerned, might be something more to look out for under that scenario in summer 2026.
It feels a bit stage managed, this, because you have to imagine, you've just basically alluded to that, and Mo Salah must know everything about Saudi life in Saudi football. I can't imagine he does.
Chat woman, I've got to go on mute.
Play there. You know,
must
he's
have
been other clubs have been
there.
after him from that country, so he must have looked into it. It does seem as if this is a bit of a sort of stage managed, again, putting pressure on Liverpool. I mean, the thing about Mo Salah, he's a wonderful footballer, but he's quite a self-serving sort of player. There's no question about that. He only makes he only talks in press conferences when he wants something. You could say he only really puts it in when he wants a new contract, you know. So, you know, I'm not so sure that it wouldn't be a good idea for him to go at this point, but I'm sure Liverpool fans don't agree with me.
Yeah, I think what's fair to say is that there's two perspectives, and Saudi dealmakers, by the way, don't know the answer. So they're cautious because they don't want to be drawn into a game between Salah and Liverpool. And I'm here in Riyadh at the moment. And as we've reported on TalkSport, you've got Al Hilal, Al Qadsiya, Neom FC, and potentially, if it's to be the summer, Al Ittihad. But Al Hilal and Al Ittihad have got full foreign player quotas at the moment. And even though people think that Saudi could just fund it, the central funding for the season is gone. So the clubs are going to have to make space and find the money. Al Hilal would likely have to lose Malcolm. Al Ittihad would lose Karim Benzema if they're to fund Salah. And again, summer, not January. So there are complications. And basically, there's two schools of thought. One is that Salah's interview at Ellen Road was more like Cristiano Ronaldo. He pre-decided it's over at Liverpool, and he's used the interview to effectively catalyse a move. Second,
I don't think Mohamed Salah would use an interview. I think he would literally just say, I want to leave. And I think they'll sell him, if I'm being truly honest. I don't think Mohamed Salah would do something like that to get a transfer out of Liverpool.
Interpretation is that this Salah interview is the same as his last one to journalists, where he said he was more out than in, and weeks later it ended up being more in than out because he signed a new deal. And that would suggest that this is about putting pressure on Arne Slot, getting more game time at Liverpool, and being a bit disillusioned that Szoboszlai is playing on the right, maybe Semenya arrives, he's effectively being phased out. But remember, this is what Liverpool do, and they won't make an exception for Salah. Andy Robertson's still there, but Kirkus got signed. They wanted Trent to stay, but Frimpong was always going to arrive, and then obviously Trent left. So Liverpool are in the business of phasing out their names whilst they still have value and finding a replacement and phasing that name in. It's just what they do. They wanted Mark Gahey, left-sided centre-back. Virgil van Dijk was always going to continue this season as the captain. So Mo Salah might not like that, but ultimately it's how Liverpool work, and there'll be no exceptions. So now they have to meet and find a solution, and Saudi clubs are prepared to move, but they want to be sure that if they do, they're not being messed about.
Now, we know, obviously, the standard of living and sort of money that's earned in Saudi is high, but what's been their reaction
This
to
guy
these
needs a
ticket
drink.
prices?
His voice
Do they care about this? Because presumably they want people, their own fans, to go out to the World Cup next summer as well.
Yeah, I think the ticket prices are dynamic, and most fans and nations that's part of the World Cup are disappointed because they want to be able to have their supporters back.
No one cares about some lot. Who still bets on the lottery in 2025? Oh, fucking hell, what? Right, let's get this fucking update. I need to get YouTube Premium, chat.
The World Cup and do it as quick as possible. And I think, as we heard in the news bulletin, there is something like £35 a minute if you want to go and watch the World Cup final. The irony as well is that some of the richer nations that perhaps feel the demographic would visit and care less about the cost won't go that far and have cheaper prices. And some of the poorer nations that are expected to go very far in the World Cup and be dark horses, the likes of Ecuador or Colombia, fans can't afford the cumulative spend of the flights, the location where they're based, and the cost as well. But unfortunately, FIFA's perspective is that this is how American sport works in particular. Yes, you've got Canada, Mexico, but most of the big hikes are in America. And to go and see a Knicks game, standard league match, it's in excess of £200 for an average ticket, and it's up to 2,500 pounds if you want to be courtside. So FIFA's belief, like with the Club World Cup, is that if the stadiums are full, it doesn't matter who pays, as long as it's full. And if they feel they can overcharge and get it full, then even better. But what I would say is that you always get a spike in the immediate aftermath of the World Cup draw because everyone's scrambling for flights and hotels and tickets. And then, of course, it dies down and maybe there are gaps in the stadiums, and that's when the dynamic pricing drops. So the smart move actually might be to wait, because the prices we see now could actually go down, not up. And that was definitely the case with the Club World Cup.
Ben, just going back to Mo Salah, obviously it feels like the destination for him will eventually be Saudi, but has this situation pricked up the ears of other clubs across Europe? I'm not sure if Jordan Henderson was trying to recruit him for Brentford, but there are some other clubs across the continent where Salah could end up.
Yeah, Liverpool have no plans to sell within the Premier League, nor are they looking to loan Mo Salah anywhere until the end of the season. And even though some reports have suggested there could be a contract termination, that's also not my understanding. Liverpool's perspective is they want Salah to see out his contract. Liverpool, if they are to let Salah go, whether January or summer 2026, would expect a fee. And to be honest with you, that rules out a number of European clubs because Liverpool's valuation naturally is quite high because they know that they've got suitors that may pay above the odds. So if Salah's to go and it's Saudi, it'd be more than the Darwin Nunez fee, which was 53 million euros plus add-ons, but clearly less than the 100.
I think Liverpool will get about 70 million from Mohamed Salah.
50 million that Al Ittihad offered 2 years ago that was turned down by the FSG chief, Mike Gordon. Outside of the Premier League, PSG have long been linked because of the relationship between Nasser Al-Khalifi and Mo Salah, but they're downplaying the idea of a move. Atletico Madrid and Roma have been interested in the past, and of course Roma would be a return, but Salah's never really shown an appetite to going back to Roma, but they are pushing at the moment at the top end of Serie A. But these clubs can't afford a Salah deal or, as importantly, a Salah wage. MLS is a bit of a dark horse for Salah. 3 clubs into Miami, potentially. They've got the money. Chicago Fire, because they actually bid for Salah before he signed his new deal in April. And maybe San Diego, because they've got a British-Egyptian owner, but their focus is on youth. So there are other clubs outside of Saudi Arabia, but I think many in the industry feel if Salah leaves Liverpool, Saudi is his most viable destination because they're the only ones that can actually afford to pull the deal off.
Yeah, and the money would pay for Gay and Semenya.
That's true. Yeah, that's very true. Ben, thanks very much indeed.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks, Ben. Thank you so much indeed, mate. Bloody hell. Thanks, Ben. Thank you very much indeed, mate. Oh, my God. But no, David Ornstein, I believe, tweeted. I believe David Ornstein, not tweeted, but he did come out. Well, this is what Fabrizio Romano said. There is a possibility Mohamed Salah leaves in January. And that's what he does think over there. I've got a feeling he does leave. You know what? I've got to the point now where I'll be quietly, remotely shocked if Mohamed Salah sees another game for Liverpool Football Club. I just don't see it, in my opinion. I'll be quite shocked. With the whole apology, all this rubbish. I just don't see it. I just simply don't see it. But hey, look, if Mohamed Salah stays at Liverpool, I'm going to be very happy. But I just don't see him apologising. I don't see him doing any of the following, if I'm being truly honest. I think for Mo Salah, if you offered me, I'm trying to think, what is the maximum amount we can get from? I reckon we can get 70 million. I don't think we're getting 200 million, 150 million plus like we did 2 years ago. I think that would be incredibly... Yeah, I mean, if we got offered that much, fucking hell. Then yeah, do it. But I'm trying to think. If you go in Europe, I think the maximum you get for Salah... well, if you're just saying Europe, I think you can get 40 million, 30 million. If you go in MLS, you're getting peanuts over there. You're getting maximum, probably 20, 25 million max. I think if you go Saudi, I think you can get anywhere between 60, 70 million for Salah. And if that's the case, then I think you don't say no, do you? You just don't say no. You just don't say no. The men's also 3 minutes breaks every. Yeah, the World Cup is going to be. I really don't know how to feel about the World Cup. I mean, I genuinely don't know how to feel about it. I mean, let's have a look at the World Cup times. World Cup fixtures, yeah. World Cup fixtures. Pretty sure they've actually confirmed all the time zones now. They've actually confirmed all the times now. Yo. First game is on at 8 o'clock. And then you've got to wait till 3 a.m. Then there's a game at 8 o'clock, 2 a.m., 8 o'clock, 11 o'clock. And then 2 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Rah, that's wild. Australia. Imagine if you're doing a chat. If you haven't seen, I'm going to try and do a watch along for every single World Cup match. I'm going to try and do a watch along for every single World Cup match. Yo, could you imagine me doing a watch along at 5 a.m.? Bro, starting a watch along at 5 o'clock. Oh, man. And it's not even been confirmed who's Australia playing, bruv. Germany, Kukasau, sorry. Netherlands, Japan. Yeah, this is mid. And then that day, so you're watching at 9 o'clock, midnight, 3 a.m., 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Bro, if you're doing, imagine if you did watch-alongs for all 5 of those games on that day. From like 5 o'clock, you're working straight till 1 a.m. Oh my God, no way. So you do the stream, you'll have an hour's break. You'll have an hour's break between the 2 games there. And then you've got an hour's break on. You might as well just stream 24/7. Just get the 24/7 stream going, innit? No. What's England's times? Round of the 32. They're all decent times, barring a 2 a.m.er. A 2 a.m.er. Oh my God. 2:30. The final's on at 8 o'clock. Third place is on at 8. They're both on at 8 o'clocks. Quarterfinals. Oh, imagine if... Quarterfinals is looking 9 o'clock, 8. They'll probably give England the 8 o'clock one. Oof. Yeah, that's mad. Yeah, this World Cup's going to be... Yeah, it's going to be a mad one still, I will be honest. This World Cup. What's England's? Oh, that's not his fella. Fuck me. They play at 9 o'clock against Croatia, 9 o'clock against Ghana, and Parna at 10 o'clock. I don't think that's even that bad. I'll be honest, chat. I don't think that's that bad, to be fair. You know, when you look at it in hindsight, I don't think that's even that bad. What's I know we're going off topic, but it's 14 of you in the building, man. Smash these likes, make sure you're subscribing to the channel. Bless up to everybody. Mexico. Scotland. What's Scotland's fixtures? They've got 2 a.m. Ooh. Yo, the Scots are going to be up early. Brazil at 11. Oof. Imagine watching flipping Haiti versus Scotland at 2 a.m. That's going to be a banger, I think. I think this group is one of the best groups. I think it's going to be an all-action one. I think that's going to be a carnage group. I will be honest. What's Australia's, mad time zones? Fuck. 5 a.m., 3 a.m., and then they've got an 8 o'clock. What's like Japan? Some mad time zones. 9 o'clock, 5 o'clock, midnight. But what's Spain? What's Spain saying? Theirs is calm. 5 o'clock, 1 o'clock. What's Germany? 8 o'clock. Theirs is not bad. What about USA? Oh God. What about Argentina? Because we will. Oh man, we're going to have to do some mad late watch-alongs, Bro, look at the time zones for flipping Argentina, man. We will be. Chat, I don't know if any. I want to be. Is it a YouTuber? Okay, what? Bro, is Saudi not in the World Cup or something? 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 5 o'clock. That's not even bad, to be fair. That's not even that bad. What's who's another one? Germany versus yeah. Yeah, some of these two. What's Germany? End of an era, to be fair. We are all doing all-nighters. I've been listening to a couple of YouTubers, and I've not heard a YouTuber say they're going to stream all. I want to be the first YouTuber that streams every single World Cup match. Because you have to think, and bearing in mind, there will be some cunt who will do it. But if you're living in like USA, the time zones are banging for you, yeah? But for someone who lives in the UK, bro, have you seen the time zones for me? Man's gonna be watching TBD. Obviously, that's not been confirmed. This is Tunisia at 3 a.m. I'm gonna be sat in my chair like this. Fucking hell, we're only 5 minutes in. Do you know what I mean? France, Senegal, 8 o'clock. I just thought, we'll end off the stream. We're looking at some World Cup fixtures because I did see the other day the times got confirmed. Mexico, South Africa, the first game, Like Belgium, Egypt. Oof. Iran, New Zealand at 2 a.m. though. Oh God, Luis Diaz watch though. We can watch Luis Diaz at 3 a.m. Mexico, South Korea. Oh man, that's genuinely either like a 3-3 classic or a fucking 0-0. That's the thing with the group stages. You don't know what you're gonna get sometimes. You don't know whether you're gonna get action-packed matches or you're just gonna get stinkfests. Netherlands versus Japan. That's gonna be good. Yeah. Lee Gunner is gonna do every game. You probably will, to be fair. That's 24/7 for a 5-week tournament. The thing is, how I'm gonna try and do it is I'm trying to think how on earth I'm going to try and do it for every single game. Because don't forget, there's also going to be transfer news because transfer window opens in June. So man's going to be sat there. You know what? We might as well just not even create loads of streams. We might as well just put 24-hour stream till the end of July. Because we've still got, I mean, this is what I mean about the YouTube grind, man. We're putting in grind. Like, I already think I put in grind now. But we're going to be up in this W transfer window. Bro, man's going to be doing the transfer. Man's going to be live streaming, yeah, and then be like, right, guys, we're now going in to do Canada versus so-and-so. Hey, guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be chatting about Adam Wharton to Liverpool. We're going to redirect you to versus Hayati versus, that's not even how you say it, but I'm just going to call it Scotland, and we'll see you at 2 o'clock. Oh, man. Saudi, Uruguay, Spain, Cape Verde. I think that's going to be a banger, you know. Belgium, Egypt. Oof. You see, I'm not bothered about the ones in the day because I know some of those would be good. Like, I'm not bothered about, you know what? Let's just say, for example, USA, Australia. I know what I'm going to get with the game, but I know I'm not going to be tired. It's the ones where it's like fucking 5 a.m. and we don't even know who that team is. That could be the most deadest team, yeah, versus flipping Paraguay. Man, oh, bro. Then I've got my actual... Honestly, I'm going to be dead. I'm actually going to be dead. Ecuador, 2 a.m., 2 a.m. 4 a.m., Jordan versus Oh my day. That might be a decent one. Norway, Senegal. Yo, Sadio Mane FC in that. Chat, we need to pick some like players that we are going to be FC. Sadio Mane FC for Senegal. Egypt, Salah FC. Luis Diaz FC, former Liverpool player. Argentina, you know, for Messi FC and that. You'd already done know. You know, I also might be doing... Now, I'm going to figure out a way how to do this, but like a World Cup draw where basically, for example, if you send a super chat, so let's say you send a £2 super chat, you will then be entered into the ballot. So where you'll have all the nations on like a wheel, and then I press a button, we'll do it on a stream, and then whoever that person gets, that's the country they've got, and whoever wins, I might do like a big giveaway, I don't know. Maybe like, I don't know. We'll do like a big giveaway. I'm thinking I'm going to do that and then like promote it and stuff. VVD. I would do match reactions after the game for the World Cup. Bro, I'm not doing a match reaction after every freaking game. Bro, have you seen the time zones? Bro, there's a game on at 5 o'clock. I am not doing a match reaction to... who is it Australia's got? At like 5 a.m. I am not doing a match reaction to Australia, whoever they face in the playoffs, at 5. Bear in mind, that game won't finish until 7 a.m. I'm not going live for a match reaction after that. No. Do you guys actually want me to be alive? Big up, my bro. That's on all night for every day. Not really, because if you actually go and look, World Cup fixtures, yeah? Let's have a look at the matches. No one cares. What's the knockout saying again? We have a look at the knockouts. Look, these are not bad ones. And bearing in mind, they're not on every thingy. So you got one on the 28th, 8 o'clock. We'll be fine. 6 o'clock, the same day. Okay, there's 1, 2 a.m. 1, 2 a.m. So that's 2 for the knockouts. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, God, this is actually quite large, actually. See, the R5s are bangers. The semi-finals, thank God they're both on at like 8 o'clocks. They're not like stupid. Third place playoff. Who cares about that? What's the quarters? 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Wait, some of these are on at the same time, are they? 9 o'clock. That's on the 9th, 10th, 11th. Okay, so they're all separate days. Every single game's on it separate. By the way, I think for match day 3, a lot of the games are on at the same time. Yeah, so look, if you look at this is match day 3, this is before the knockouts. Both teams will play at midnight, like 3 a.m., 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock. So I'll have to pick which one I want to do for like match day 3. But I can still like have it as both on the thumbnail, if you get me. With USA, Uruguay at 9 p.m, right? It doesn't really matter. Lamine Yamal is winning the World Cup. I agree. I am not doing watchalongs. I'm doing watchalongs. I'm not doing match reactions, bro. Bro, I'm not doing them. I am not doing match reactions to that. 12 a.m. to watch Australia versus Jordan. The hell? Whereabouts are you from, my friend? Are you from the UK? Or I take a note because it says 12 a.m. for you. So, what time is that for you? So to watch Jordan versus Austria, for me, it's Austria versus Jordan. For God's sakes. Right, we'll just do it like this. For me, it's 5 a.m. Oh no, I'm from the Caribbean. Bless up to you, bro. What's the maddest game for you? What's the maddest game like in terms of like what's the latest game? For me, it's 5 a.m. here in the UK. 5 o'clock. I don't know if I could do 5 a.m. You know, chat real talk. I don't know if I could do 5 a.m. That's gonna be long, man. Austria at 5 a.m. 5 a.m. 5 a.m. Bruv, that is... No, that's peak. 12 a.m. or 11 p.m. Yeah, you're sorted, bro. You're in the hot seat, my G. But then don't forget, some games match reacts. What do you mean match reacts? So what's the earliest game? What's the earliest game for me? I think it's at 5 o'clock. World Cup. I'm pretty sure it said 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, most of them are like 8 o'clocks, 2 a.m.s. Yeah, they're all 8 o'clocks. Yeah, I think the earliest ones are 5 o'clocks, which is quite calm. So then I can do my transfer stuff in the day. 1 p.m. is the earlies. So yeah, for me, it's 5 p.m. 5 p.m. is the earliest for me, which is fine because then it gives me time to do other things in the day. And if Liverpool have transfer news, I can do my transfer news. And then obviously from 5 o'clock for the rest of the night, it's World Cup. So I don't actually mind that, to be fair. You know, I don't actually mind that. Transfer news gets the views. A lot of people do like the transfer news, my friend. A lot of people. But chat, we're going big for the World Cup, man, because we're on the road to 2,500 subscribers. Yeah. 2,500. Yeah. We need 7 more of you to get to 2.5K. I think once we get to 2.5K, we're on that big road to that 5K, man. Change password. App Store. Watch-alongs and match... Bro, I'm not doing match reactions, bro. Bro, I'm sorry. Ain't no way on God's green earth am I doing match reactions after I've just done a 5 a.m. Are you mad? 5 a.m. So you want me to go live at 5 a.m., finish at 7, and then think, I'm going to do a match reaction for this Australia game? No way. Nah, I can't, man. I can't, bro. Put in Japan and you'll make your signings. I don't think you make any in the summer. I think we do. I think we make a few signings. 0 work rate. Man says 0 work rate. So I'm going to be streaming twice in the day with transfer news and then going live for like 4 or 5 watch-alongs on the bounce. That's no work rate. No work rate according to Catalan. What do you mean, bruv? Man said no work rate. Nah, these watch-alongs are going to go mad. Chicken. Yeah, why didn't you do it on your channel, bro? So when you're gay, maybe in January. Yeah, I think we sign. I think we do. Think of the money you will make. What? 10 streams a day? Because we look like we really want Gahey and Kane's tracking him. Nah, I think we get Gahey, my friend. If Liverpool miss out on Gahey, I'll be fuming. Just do a 24-hour stream like Twitch girls do. Man said just do a 24-hour stream like girls, you know. Because this is jokes. Bro, I'm not doing that, man. 10 streams a day, I don't think even Lee would do that. To be honest, Lee probably would now. Bless up Lee Gunner, everyone. Man said, yeah. Nah. Bro, no, chat. This is the plan, yeah, for the summer. Relax, I'm going to explain to you the plan, okay? So the season finishes, right? The season finishes. So the first World Cup match, as you can see, is the 11th, yeah? When does the Premiership end? Premier League fixtures. When is the last game of the Premier League? Let me have a look. Liverpool's last game, well, everyone's last game, is on the 24th of May, and the final will be a week later, so the 1st of June. I will probably take a week off after the Champions League final. Yeah. Just to get myself mentally prepared for it. And then soon you should go in for Timber's brother. Late May. Yeah. No, so what I'll do is I'll probably, when the World Cup starts, I'll probably be getting up. I'll probably do my Liverpool transfer news at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Then World Cup games start at 5 o'clock my time, UK, yeah? And then I don't know what time that, obviously there is some at like 5 a.m, yeah? Then we go straight to sleep. We get up. We go again. Part-timer mentality, that. Man said part-time mentality. So please tell me, how is doing 6 live streams, times it by 2 hours, is part-time mentality? Some of you fuckers, yeah, probably won't even be joining the streams, man. Actually, no, you probably will be joining the streams just to see, oh, let's see if he's falling asleep. No, let's see if he's falling asleep. You could be Garnacho. Will be... No, bro. Twitch Bro, I ain't doing that, man. Listen, you couldn't pay me to do it. Late May, do a 100-day stream. Do you want me to see my family? Part-time streamer mentality, man said. A week. Oh my god. See, I do it to myself, and I do it to myself. Oh man. Man said a week off is part-time mentality. Bro, it's because I'm gonna have to train myself to be okay. This is just gonna, like, it's a good job there's like no birthdays on within that time frame, because if there were birthdays, man would be, bro, I'd be sacked as a family member. I'll be sacked. The only thing I need to do is probably convince a few people within my family about the idea of it. Do you know what I'm saying? But no, man said part-time mentality. Bro, I stream twice a day, mate. How's that part-time mentality? You have a Garnacho mentality. Man said Garnacho, you know. Big up Footy, big up the chat. Big up to you, lad. What did I walk into? Well, we'll talk about the World Cup fixtures, and the chat think it's hilarious that because I'm going to do a watch along for every World Cup match, but not do a match reaction. I'm not doing a match reaction, yeah, to flip in whoever the playoff team is against Tunisia at 3 a.m. Bearing in mind the game starts at 3 a.m. So it's not going to finish until 5. I'm not going to look back. Hey guys, welcome back to another match reaction. We've just watched Tunisia in the World Cup. It was a 0-0. And yeah, what was I doing with my life? Do you get what I'm saying? Oh my god. Oh, bro, he's actually just done it. Oh my god, bro. This kid. Yeah, big up. Biggest chicken. No excuse should be part-timer. You fucking frauds. Man's actually on loan to Aston Villa. Oh, man. This guy's actually on loan to Aston Villa. He's actually on loan to Aston Villa, man. What? Yes, match reaction gets lots of views. Fuck the views. I'm more care about my sleep, my G. I care more about my sleep. Yeah, I've got to go to a 21st birthday tomorrow. I can't be asked. Bro, just make sure you still watch the Liverpool game, innit? Oh, chat, have you ever had to miss a Liverpool game and you've had to go to like a big family party? I remember, yeah, there was a Liverpool wedding. There was a wedding and Liverpool played and I still watched it. And bare people was coming to me like, why are you watching it? Why are you watching it? It's on the fucking TV. Okay, I won't watch it then. I'll stand outside with everybody. Oh, bro, it's going to be a mad summer, man. We're here to break records. That's what it is. You get what I'm saying? Yes, match reaction. Trudon. Bro, yeah, he's on loan to Aston Villa, man. Tunisia fans need to know your reaction to the game. No. I might do a YouTube short reaction then, like a maybe 1 minute reaction. Do you know, like YouTube shorts, so you can do like the clips? I'll do that. I'm not doing a 10-minute, and if you think I'm doing a live stream to it, then that's the thing. If I've got to miss, I'm gonna crash out. I haven't missed a game in like 3 years. Yeah, man. Just make sure your phone's charged up, buddy, because that's long still. Like, you really think I'm missing Liverpool games? I want to thank Bournemouth for their. Oh my god. This guy is actually on loan to Aston Villa. I want to thank Bournemouth for their hospitality, but its time has come to me to move on. Oh man, this guy's actually. Oh. Oh my god. This guy, chat, yeah, was on loan to Bournemouth. Children, who was you on loan to? He was on loan to Bournemouth. Villa now. There's another one in there. What is that? Sunderland. Ah, now I get it. Yeah. Yeah, Trudon, when are you going to come back on loan? Is it when we win a trophy or when Slot's sacked? Nah, chat, this is going to be long, man. But no, chat, man. This is mad, bruv. Man's actually on loan at Bournemouth. I mean, Aston Villa now. Hey, Aston Villa are actually doing quite well, so you should see results. You should see very much. You should see very much see results. Do you know what I mean? Sunderland, then Bournemouth. This is my last loan, though. What happens if can't you go abroad? Julian, you've been a brilliant player. We want to really appreciate your mentality. Thank you for everything. I just hope we make the World Cup. The Irish fans in the USA would be great crack. Yeah, man. What's the... Oh, God. I'm not doing fucking watch-alongs to that. World Cup. Is it playoffs? When are the games to that? Wait, why is it coming up in June? What's the QT mods? What's the thing called? Big up, Geo lad. Big up. We're just chatting about the World Cup, my G. We're talking about how React is going to do a watch along for every single game. Bless up, my G, man. Make sure you subscribe to Geo, man. He's a proper top man of mine. One of my good friends, man. Yeah, QT mod. What's the thing called? What's the thing called? Oh, bloody hell, man. Yeah, Gia, man's going to be looking to the left, yeah, watching Australia at like poor. See, the thing is with these 5 a.m.ers, yeah, the other team hasn't been confirmed. So I might get the most stinkiest team, yeah, at 5 a.m. Not to forget, there is water breaks. So there's going to be water breaks. So this game will kick off at 5 o'clock, yeah, 5 o'clock. That first half ain't ending until 6 a.m. because you got the hot extra time, the water breaks, plus if the weather's fucking lightning, they'll probably stop the game for like fucking 4 hours. So man's not gonna. Oh no! I've just realised like some of these 5 o'clockers are gonna be, they're gonna be mad. But now, bless up to Gio, my good friend, man. We'll catch up very soon. What do you think? Will England's best performing player will be in the World Cup? Probably Harry Kane. To be fair, probably Harry Kane. Moving abroad would unsettle the family, though. Never say never. Where is Salah? Where is he going? Right now, he's a Liverpool player, mate. But I think he's going to leave in January, unfortunately. Joe, if you man don't qualify for the World Cup, his team has already qualified. He lives in the US. I need Italy. Oh yeah, Italy, rah. I'm hoping we win the Europa League. I've dreamt of Europe. Nah, stop that. Wait, what's the thing called? Chat, what's the thing called? Italy fixtures. World Cup match qualifier. Why is it in March? Ah, Northern Ireland, you know. Northern Ireland. More matches. World Cup. Oh, that'll be it. World Cup qualifiers. World Cup qualifiers, yeah. Fixtures. What do you mean? Oh, for God's sake, let's just have a look on the shitty website. Why is it going back to like June, bro? How do I check who's got who? How do I check who's got who? Yeah. Wait, what's even funny here, bro? We play Czech Republic and play the winners of Macedonia and Denmark. But I want to see where the other games are. Like, who's Jamaica and that man got? Northern Ireland. We might be cooked. Bro, your Northern Ireland is shit, you know. Oh no, Conor Bradley plays for Northern Ireland. Conor Bradley FC for the World Cup, you know. Yo, I'm sorry, Gio, man. Oh, but no, Federico Chiesa is here to win. Oh. Oh no. Chiesa heartbreak. Chat, I can't lie, I'm supporting Chiesa in the World Cup. I'm SCFC. You guys already know I'm club over country, so don't go at me in the chat. No! Italy might do a hat-trick on non-qualification. Yeah, if they don't qualify for 3 World Cups in a row, they're in the bin. If we actually win, I'll be surprised. Raw man said foot mob. Wait, foot mob? Oh yeah, foot mob, innit? Foot mob. Let's have a look at these features. I know we kind of got off mad topic, innit? We spoke about Liverpool a lot today, man. So, you know, we're just gonna chat. Chat. Which one is it? World Cup qualification fixtures. Oh, here we go. So these are the teams: Turkey, Romania, Czech. Oh, I think Ireland beat Czech. Denmark would beat North Macedonia. Not a World Cup without North Macedonia. I'm heartbroken. You look at some of these nations. You know, this was when was the last World Cup we missed out on? The likes of Poland, Albania, your Slovakias, your Swedens, Ukraines as well. This year we've just kind of got like a little bummy ass nations who have qualified. It's like, I reckon predictions. Yeah, Turkey have got to do it. You know, they're the underdogs every year, man. You know, big up the Turks, innit? Turks. Czech Ireland, Kelleher FC and that. Denmark, North Macedonia, Denmark. Italy, North. Oh, I can't like that's like picking between your kids, innit? Like if Chiesa's playing though, I feel for Conor Bradley a bit, innit? Poland, Albania, I'll be honest, I couldn't really care. Slovakia, yeah, could care. Nah, Isaac FC. We will be there. Wales versus fucking who's that? Wales will probably win that. And then damn, they've got to go through another stage. So Czech Ireland play each other. Who's Italy got? Italy should qualify, you know. Yeah, no more Gareth Bale FC in that. He's gone in it. Sweden against Poland. Oh, even if they get past Ukraine, they've got to go Poland or Albania. I reckon if I'm predicting, because obviously once these guys have all played each other, they've then got to go through this. I'm reckon. You know what? I'm gonna say Ireland fully qualify out of the lot. I'm going to go Turkey. You know what? I don't care. I'm going Sweden, innit? No more Lewandowski at a World Cup. That's mad, you know. Like, this is our last World Cup for a lot of players, isn't it? And then I think Italy should qualify if Chiesa's playing. Surely. What's the ones for, like... Oh, no, they've already done this. Oh, is it this one? I thought, who's Jamaica got? Hope the Netherlands win it. If I had to pick a nation, I want Netherlands in it. Welcome to life as an EPL fan in New Zealand. No sleep during the night. Nah, bless up to you, my bro. World Cup playoff. World Cup playoff. So I type in just World Cup playoff. Right, man said they don't come with World Cup playoff, you know. That's just stupid. That is literally just stupid. Well, that was the Club World Cup. That was AIDS, that. Man, I can't wait for the World Cup chat. Should I do a World Cup bracket? I wonder if they're already out where I can predict the World Cup. Predict the World Cup 2026. Predict the tournament. Chat, I can predict the World Cup. Right. We're going to predict the World Cup. Okay. We're going to predict the World Cup. We're getting the stream off predicting the World Cup. Yeah? Mexico, South Africa. I'm going 1-0. I'll be honest. I don't know who the fourth quality team is. I don't know who that is. So, I don't know what I'm supposed to do there. Like, what am I supposed to do? Oh, wait, no. It will be this team. So, Wales on that, yeah? I think. If that's the case, they're going to lose 2-0. 1-0. And then South Africa, you're going to lose, sorry. Mexico is going to win. I'm going to go for a barnstorming classic 2-0. So whoever the fourth team is going to qualify, South Africa and then the 8 gig on. Okay? Canada. So if we do it like this, so it should be Ireland. I think Ireland will get to the World Cup. Yes? I do think Ireland will get to the World Cup. Oh, for God's sake, what we done here? Oh no, which one was it? Yeah, I think Ireland are getting to the World Cup. Big up, Cup, lad. What leagues do you watch other than the Prem? I watch a few other leagues, mate. Jamaica got... Okay, we'll bear that in mind. We'll bear that in mind. Yeah? We'll bear that in mind. Okay? Canada is going to win. Wait, who have they got again? Right, let's share this again. Oh, my God. I think Ireland will get to it. So I think they will lose to Ireland. 2-1. Qatar. 4-3. No, I'm not going to that. I reckon Qatar are going to get slapped for 3. Sod it. Switzerland. Because I'm picking Ireland. You know what? I'm picking Ireland to get 2 wins here. Canada. They'll get a big win over Qatar. So that's what I think so far. Okay. Match day 4. I need to predict the these last ones here. No, I'll just go 2-2. 2-2. Actually, no, I don't think 2-2. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, I've messed up the flipping draw already. South Africa. Yeah, you're going to beat the Koreans 2-1. Yeah. Switzerland, Canada. Oof. You know what? I'm going to go 0-0. Sorry. Whatever time that game's on. Switzerland, Canada. What time's that game on? Because I'm going for a draw in that. Switzerland, Canada. Switzerland versus Canada. World Cup. Canada. Yeah, I'm sorry, but they're gonna taste defeat. Yeah, it's gonna be a 0-0. I've just seen the time for that game. I'm not happy if that is gonna be a 0-0. Again, because I think it's. I'm gonna go. No, the Qatar are getting slapped in this tournament. I don't care. It doesn't matter who they play. What's happened here? Okay, that's what I think the groups will be for Group A and B. Right, Brazil, Morocco. I'm sorry, but I'm going to go with a big one. Morocco going to win 1-0 in the first game. Brazil take defeat. Haiti versus Scotland. I reckon Scotland win 2-1. Scotland, Morocco. I'm going to go 3-1 Morocco. Brazil will get a win. They'll win 4-0. Morocco going to win 3-0. I think Morocco guys are going to do very well in this tournament. And they've won all 3 of their games. And Scotland, Brazil. Brazil are going to disappoint with Vinny Jr. It's going to be a draw. But they edge it through. They edge it through. Oh, yeah, by the way, do you know the top... If you finish third, you can still qualify, you know. But I think it'll go based off points and goal difference. Next to the World Cup. Next to the World Cup. Next world sold in... What? 7-0 Brazil. Spain overhyped. There's only one. No, there isn't. Is there? Oh, I'll change it in a minute. Cheers, though, bro. Cheers, man. Cheers, man. We will be in the same group as Korea. Wait, have I done that correctly then? Yes, I have. I've done it correctly. Okay. You wait for third quali. Chat, what's the third quali one? What is the third quali? Let me have a look on FootMob. Ukraine, Sweden, Poland and that. Yeah, I'm going... I'm sorry, but I think Sweden going all the way. Sweden. USA, Paraguay. Jesus, I'm going to go 1-0 Paraguay. Australia. If it is that one, I'm going to go Sweden to win 2-1. Sweden will win again. USA. Oh, God, I'm going to go 0-0. And I think that's a 5 a.m., by the way. Rest in peace to me. I'm going to go 2-1. And then I'm going to go 1-1. Oh, not fucking 11-0. Jesus Christ. That's what I think. USA are going to stink at the tournament. Oh, that flipping is flipping. It's football, not fucking soccer. Flipping. What am I hearing? Yeah? Okay. Group C. What nation's that? Germany, Curacao, Ecuador. Is that Ivory Coast? Is that Ivory Coast? Germany says, mine says 6-0, you know, 6-0. Where is Russia? Guys, I think England wins the World Cup. Man said England wins the World Cup, you know. I reckon Germany will win. Actually, no, I think Germany will slap these 5-0. Ecuador, Caicedo FC, 2-0. They'll win 1-0. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go for a bit of a classic. I'm going to go 3-2. Germany, 4-0. Germany will walk this. I think they might struggle against Ecuador, to be fair. And then I think... Curacao, I mean, to be honest, they should have lost to Jamaica. I'm going to go with a 2-0 loss. And they will witness heartbreak. And they will finish fourth. Ecuador and Germany qualify. Right, what's qualify for this one? This is for Slovakia, Turkey and that, yeah? Okay. I'm going Netherlands to win 3-0. Sorry. Endo, I love you. I'm sorry. They're going to lose 1-0. Tunisia are going to lose. Tunisia, Japan. It's okay. Endo gets some points back on the board. He's back in. He's back in it. He's back in it. He's back in it. Okay. Oh God. Netherlands will win 2-1. I reckon the Netherlands are going to do really well, but I think they're going to. It'll be a 1-0 on this. Japan. Bosh. Japan will get. Well, they'll get a big win, and they'll somehow find a way. Okay, they'll somehow find a way. Oh God, this is a group, isn't it? Oh, we're getting some juicy groups here. Smash a like, subscribe if you are new. This was meant to be a Liverpool stream. We're now talking about World Cup. We've been talking about the World Cup for the past hour. It seems like to me. You know, we're now going through World Cup predictions. Belgium, Egypt. You know what? Egypt will battle hard and they'll get a draw. Iran. Sorry, Iran. You're going to lose 1-0. New Zealand, Egypt. Mo Salah FC, you will get a win. Oh, wait, what's happened there? No, I didn't need to do that. What's happened there? There we go. Okay. Belgium. They'll get a big win somehow. They'll get a big win. And it's looking tight in Group C, going into match day 3. New Zealand will lose 2-0. And Egypt, it'll be a 1-1. They will leave the tournament undefeated in second place. Okay. New Zealand are so far battling in the third place playoffs. Yeah. Scotland so far qualifying. Wait, top 8 advance. Okay. Spain. Yeah, let's just move on. Spain 4-0. Saudi, Uruguay. Ooh. I'm sorry to my Saudi G's. Zia Talks, I'm sorry if you are watching, but I'm going for a 2-0 loss for you. I do apologize. I do heavily apologize. Uruguay, they're gonna get a win, but it's not gonna be super close. 3-1 win. Spain, yeah, I'm sorry, but this could be a big L. Spain, Uruguay. (2-1). Cape Verde versus Saudi. I think the Saudi G's will win a game. They will win a game. Right, have I done the playoffs? Oh no. What's happened there? Playoff match assignments. What's happened there? Huh? Okay. I'll have to sort that out later. I'm going to sort that out later. Subscribe and like, yeah. What's up, Reacts? Big up to you, mates. Let's get back to it. Right. France, Senegal. France will win 2-1. Norway. Which one's that? That's the group of death. That's Isaac's one, isn't it? Yes. Isaac will get his team a point. Oof. I think they'll edge it. 1-1. France, Norway. I'm sorry, but I'm going to go for an upset. Norway win it 1-0. Actually, no. Wait, hold up. I'm going to go 2-1. I think France always have one of those games where they stink out the gaff. Senegal, Norway. Oh. I think they'll get beaten, I think 3-0 Norway. And I think Norway actually win the group. I do. But I think France will win this game 3-1. That's what I'm thinking. That's so far what my predictions are. Okay. Argentina, they're going to beat Algeria 3-0. Austria, Jordan, Jesus. 2-1 Austria. Jordan, I think Jordan will lose to Algeria, sorry. Messi FC's on a full steamroll. Yeah, this is going to be a massacre. And then 3-0. Actually, no, not 3-0. I'm going to go for a bit of a classic in this one. 2-2. That's so far what I am predicting. Right. After this, so far, 60 matches, there's been 164 1 goals. You know, if you was to do it based off that. Right, Portugal. Who's Portugal's one again? Yeah, it'd have to be the Wales. Yeah, it'd have to be that one, wouldn't it? Yeah, I've seen which one that one is. Portugal will win 3-0. Luis Diaz FC is on a roll. Oh, I know which one. That's the one that was like Jamaica and everyone, isn't it? 2-0. Yeah, let's just get these quickly done. Oof. They'll win 2-0. Oof. You know what? I'm going to go for a draw. England versus Croatia. I'm going to go for a stinking 1-0 first game. Ghana, Palmer. 2. I'm going to go for a draw as well in this. But I'm going to go 0-0. I'm going to go 2-0 Croatia. I think England will win 3-0 in this. They'll get some points on the board straight away. I think England will win that 4-0, if I'm honest. And then I'm going to go 0-0. People are joining the stream, they're going to be thinking, what have I just joined? But yeah, chat, that's what I have qualified. In the top 8, who makes it for me? In my top 8, Canada, Scotland, Austria, South Africa, UEFA qualified 2, New Zealand, Ivory, and Saudi will all qualify. Now, let's go to the knockouts. How do I go to there? How do I go to the knockouts then? Where's the fucking... Oh, is it this? Right, okay. Germany, Scotland. Germany, sorry. Norway. Mexican, Switzerland. Netherlands, Brazil. I'm sorry, but Alison, I love you. But I do think you will get knocked out of the World Cup. And Netherlands will progress. Colombia. Croatia. Ooh, Luis Diaz FC. Spain, Algeria. Spain. Which one day was that? That was like the Italies and Italy, yeah. And I'm going to go Belgium. They are my qualies. This is the one side of the bracket. Germany. Yeah. Netherlands. Spain will get to that. Belgium. So far, these are my quarterfinals I've done. And then reaching the semi-final, I'm going Netherlands. I'm going Spain. Who gets to the final? I'm saying, I think Spain will get to the final. I think Spain will. Oh God, what have I done here? Oh no. Huh? Well, I'm not asked about score predictions because they're just predictions, yeah. But I think Spain will get to the final. Pathway 2. Morocco, I'll go in. France. Sorry, Saudi, you're out. England. Man, Uruguay, proper top G's over there, but Argentina. Egypt will get to the round of the 16. Them and Portugal. Portugal will make it to the quarters. Argentina. England will make it. France will make it. Argentina. England. Semi-final. I think Argentina will beat us. I mean, I don't think they'll beat us. I don't think they'll beat England 3-0. But England will get stopped in the semi-final. And then winning the damn thing, I've got Argentina as the champions. And then I think Netherlands will come third place. England will come fourth. That's my World Cup predictions. They will probably be horribly wrong. They'll probably won't be anywhere close to correct. But we'll do them also as well near the time as well. Yeah, make sure you like and subscribe, man. Appreciate everybody in the building. You know what? That was a fun end to the stream. That's a fun end to the stream. Just chatting ball. You know, England walking the group. I think England. Wait, did I have England? Where did I have England finishing? I think I had them finishing in second. Did I? No, there was I had England finishing first. They'll just drop points to Croatia. That's what I think. Netherlands will walk the group, yeah. Netherlands always fall out. Always fall out with each other. I won't mind Netherlands winning it, you know, just for like Virgil. Then you'll get his recognition will go far into it. And people can actually say he's not even in the greats. Okay. So we'll see. Wow. Exclusive. Van Dijk played a big part in peace talks. Mo Salah is grateful to everyone who helped him. Arne Slot and Mo Salah shake hands respectfully. Although Mo Salah will be in tomorrow's squad to face Brighton following a talk with Arne Slot, it is believed that issues persist. So it's looking like the problems have been fixed. Very, very interesting. I might have to do a video on that. What's that tweet? Mohamed Salah back in the squad against Brighton. Issues from the past week still persist, but those who will be tackled with the player is at the AFCON Cup of Nations with Egypt. Yeah, that's still, you know, a big thing, man. Oh, man, it's going to be so sad if he goes tomorrow, innit? Pass me the tissues, man. Man, good work. This is a quality stream, man. Wesley, we've just been chatting about the fucking World Cup for like the past hour, bro. We just completed like the World Cup bracket. But yeah, we've nearly been live for 2 hours. Lewis Steele talks between Mo Salah and Arne Slot were positive today, and the forward is expected to be in the squad to face Brighton tomorrow. The conflict has not been fully resolved, but it makes a mark to a good step. Good news. I don't want to see this man go out through the back door. I'm going to hand it to you. You are putting way more work in than touchline. I commend it to you. Bro, when I want something in life, man, I just grind on it. I just found this trying a quick question. Who is the current longest serving player? What, at Liverpool? Joe Gomez, isn't it? Joe Gomez? No, Joe Gomez is our current longest serving player at Liverpool Football Club. Yeah, because he's been there since 2015. If you include in academies, and it's a bit different, but if you're talking senior players, Joe Gomez is the oldest one now. Salah hat-trick incoming, yeah? Is that what we're saying? Salah hat-trick. Listen, I would love a Salah hat-trick. Man, you know it's goodbye if Salah does go walk around the crowd and start clapping. I'm going to be fucking... That's why I can't do a watch-along, because I'll be quite emotional. I'm an emotional man. Do you know what I mean? I'm a very emotional guy. Man, I don't want him to go, man. I really don't. Like, it's just going to be a shame, innit? Like, he can't leave. My bro cannot leave. Sorry, no. Best part, no Donna bots. Yeah, man. Love the stream. Appreciate the kind words, my guy. But yeah, chat. We all have to wrap it up here. I've just done an hour and 50 minutes for you guys. So we've gone through all the Liverpool news. I'm gonna get a video out. Once I've ended this stream, I'm gonna record a video. And talk about the Salah stuff that's literally just come in. If he's in the squad, he is starting with Ekitike then. We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully, we will see this man play tomorrow. I think he will play tomorrow. I do think he will. I'll be incredibly shocked if he doesn't. Incredibly shocked if he doesn't play tomorrow. You know? But yeah, bless up to everybody every single time, man. Every single time. Bless you guys up, man. He deserves an amazing send-off in the summer if he is going. He's going out. He's going. I don't know. I hope he doesn't go. I hope. But you know, I hope he doesn't go. But at the same breath, what can we do if he goes? Do you know what I mean? If he goes, he goes. I just hope tomorrow he'll get the send-off that, you know, that he ultimately does deserve, and well and truly so. But yeah, chat, who should we raid? Who shall we raid that is actually live? True Gooner's live. I don't think anyone's actually really live. Yeah, there's literally no one there's literally barely anybody live. 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 Yeah, literally nobody is live. Like, literally nobody. But no, I think he will be in the squad tomorrow, 100%. If he starts tomorrow, wow. If he actually does start tomorrow. I'll be amazed if he starts, but I do think he's definitely going to come on. He's definitely going to come on tomorrow, 110%. But yeah, bless up to everybody, man. We're going to wrap up here. We've done a stream earlier. We did the press conference reaction. Make sure you go and check that out on the channel. And yeah, man, I'll see you guys tomorrow. We've got 2 streams tomorrow. We'll do the team news. So we'll go live about an hour and 45 minutes before kickoff. We'll discuss the team news, etc. And we will also be discussing the match reaction straight after the game. So make sure you keep your eyes peeled for that. And I appreciate every single one of you guys, man. Appreciate the support on the channel. How many likes are we on? 28 likes. Let's try and see if we can push towards 30 likes, if that is well and truly possible. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. We'll have a video out later as well. Bless up to everybody in the building, man. Bless up to everybody that's joined. And yeah, FSGS like that, you know. But yeah, take care, guys. In a bit. Peace.